Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Barbara. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some of the tips that have helped me grow my hair in a long protective style. It's been a while since I did a long protective style on my hair. I know I have been trying braids and twists on my hair, but I think for this year or even last year I didn't do much of long-term protective styles. One of my favorite long-term protective style is braids, so I'm going to be putting my hair in braids in the next 1 month, and I just wanted to share with you guys some of the tips that I religiously do to promote hair growth on my hair while it's in braids. So for those of you who will be wondering what is a long-term protective style, this is a style that you wear for a long time. And this is not a style that you wear for 2 to 3 days and you take it down. I mean, you can, but it will be wastage of your time, but it's just a style that will protect your hair for quite a long period of time. So when I'm putting my hair into a long-term protective style, there are certain things that I do, and those are the tips that I want to share with you guys in this video. So I'm going to be talking to you guys and sharing with you guys these tips as I do my hair, and I'm going to be demonstrating exactly what I do. So the first tip I want to share with you guys is that when you're putting your hair in a long-term protective style, something like box braids, you want to make sure that your hair is clean. So you want to start on clean hair. Any protective style that you're trying to do on your hair, you want to make sure that you start on clean hair. So as for me, I have already shampooed my hair, I have deep conditioned my hair. You can as well go ahead and do a protein treatment if you want and deep condition at the same time, because your hair is going to be tucked away for a long period of time. So you want to make sure that you're starting out on clean, moisturized hair. You want to make sure that your scalp is super clean, because if it's not, you're going to have challenges with dandruff, especially if you're putting these extensions on your hair. You're going to find a lot of dryness on your scalp, or like product buildup, because maybe your hair was not clean or your scalp was not clean. So you want to make sure that you really cleanse or double cleanse before you put a long-term protective style. So yeah, I'm gonna start on this section of my hair, and then I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my tip number 2. So the next tip is make sure your hair is well detangled. For those of us who use our fingers, just make sure that you run through your fingers, make sure you remove all the knots that are in your hair. So you can use a comb to make sure it's detangled. Just go through with your comb. But for me, I love to first use my fingers before I use a comb. So just make sure you remove all the knots that are in your hair before you put your box braids. So when it comes to detangling your hair, I like using this wide tooth comb, and I like to start at the bottom. So this is going to be the first time I've used this comb in a long time. I really like to stay away from using these combs or any comb, but yeah, you can see, just be gentle, do not snag your hair, just be careful when you're doing this, and that's why I'm starting at the ends. I am so scared because I haven't used a comb in a while. I'm just like cautious right now because I don't want to be breaking my hair right now, but it's so different, you know, when you're used to not using your fingers, you just don't want to use a comb. So the next tip I want to share with you guys is moisturizing your hair. Moisturizing your hair is fundamental when you're trying to grow your hair, and the reason why I emphasize it when I'm protecting my hair is because my hair is going to be tucked away for quite a long period of time. I'm not going to have access to it, so I want to make sure that it's really moisturized, so that even when I take it down, my hair is not dry, my hair is not breaking and all of that. So I'm going to be moisturizing my hair with Cantu leave-in conditioner. My hair is damp. You can apply water if your hair is dry or your hair tends to get dry fast like mine. Because I'm going to have my hair in a long-term protective style, I concentrate my leave-in conditioner on the ends of my hair. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it on the ends of my hair, and I just like to make sure that my hair is really moisturized, especially on the ends of my hair. And the next thing I'm going to be putting on my hair is this Cantu moisturizing twist and gel. The reason why I'm putting this is because it has a lot of moisture too, and it helps control frizz, and also it gives you like a smooth hold. So I'm also going to concentrate that on the ends of my hair, just a little bit at the top, but that really doesn't matter. Yeah, I apply a lot of moisture. I do apply a lot of moisture. When I'm protecting styling, moisture is key, okay? And I like to squeeze all the product in. If you don't know this, this is also a tip. If you want to get your products to penetrate through your hair strands, just squeeze. And now we go ahead to seal our moisture, which is tip number, I don't know which number it is, but it's another tip. Do not put a protective style when your hair is dry, or do not put a protective style when your hair is moisturized a little bit, like only with water. That's not gonna help you for a long time protective style. With the sealants, I have 3 of them. I have an oil, my shea butter. It's actually getting, look, it's over. But this is my shea butter. I am going to apply that. And then the last thing I'm going to be using to seal in all this moisture is my Dax. This is my grease. We are sealing it for a whole month. So I have done this before and it has worked. So if you see that I'm putting a lot, I have done it before and my hair came out moisturized even after a long bit of time. So another tip for growing hair in box braids is moisturizing your scalp. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my olive oil, just apply it on my scalp, and I'm also gonna apply it on my hair. And because my hair is gonna be in box braids, you wanna make sure that your scalp is moisturized. So I'm just gonna make sure that I drench my scalp with oil, and I'm just gonna massage it in. And this is how I make sure that my entire scalp has oil, and it kind of just spreads throughout my scalp, which is a good thing. And even when your hair is in box braids, I would encourage you to always oil your scalp. Like, just oil your scalp as much as you can. So there's a lot of people on the internet who are really shaming grease, and I don't know why. But guys, when we try these products and they work for our hair, it doesn't mean that that's gonna automatically work for your hair. Maybe you have tried grease and it didn't work for your hair. That's your own experience. Me using grease is because I have tried it and it has worked for my hair and it has helped me a lot, and that's why I continue using it. I'm not using it because everybody's using it. I'm not using it because someone said I shouldn't use it. I choose what I put on my hair, and I choose what works for my hair, and my hair chooses what products works for it. So just because I'm using it, it doesn't mean that it's gonna work for you. It's really not my fault that it's not working for you. It's just I tried and I'm sharing my experience. And so please stop shaming us on the internet on the products that we're using. Another tip I want to share with you guys is that work with stretched out hair. When you're trying to put your hair in a protective style, a long-term protective style like braids, make sure that your hair is stretched out. And by stretching out your hair, I don't mean blow dry your hair or put heat on your hair. Some people do that, it works for you, good. I tend to put my hair in mini box braids, and when I take them out and comb out, it's stretched. Sometimes I like to put it in twist. Even this works because it's already detangled, it's already moisturized, it's ready to go into box braids. Whatever works for you. Like I said, when I put my hair in twist like this, it's stretched already. It literally stretched. I'm ready to section and put my hair into box braids. And so work on stretched hair. When your hair is not stretched, it's gonna cause a lot of tangle, and it's gonna cause a lot of build up too, because your hair is gonna be tangled up. And when you take it out after your long-term protective style, you're not gonna be able to comb it. It's not gonna happen. When your hair is in a protective style, it doesn't mean you stop caring for it. That's a time actually you want to care for it more. You want to look for creative ways to care for your hair. So just to summarize some of the things that I was saying, I think I was all over the place and it wasn't making sense. But what I wanted to share with you guys is tip number one: make sure that your hair is very clean. Make sure your hair is very well detangled. You can use a white tooth comb, you can use a denim brush, you can use whatever comb, or you can use your fingers to make sure that your hair is really nicely tangled. The main tip in this video is to moisturize your hair, and I've shown you clearly how I moisturize my hair, and I know I have used a lot of products. It works for me. I promise you it does work for me. Just make sure that you moisturize your hair. Moisturize your hair from the scalp to the tip of your hair. Make sure that your ends receive a double portion of those products, because those are going to be tapped away. You might be able to access your scalp, but you're not going to be able to access the tips of your hair. So you want to make sure that those are moisturized. Like, just slap that product on. And another thing that I shared with you guys is oiling your scalp. Oiling your scalp is very good when you're preparing your hair for a protective style, but also oil your scalp as you continue with your long-term protective style. The next thing I talked about is make sure that you work with hair that is stretched. You can stretch your hair by applying heat, by blow drying it, or you can actually use African thread to kind of like make sure that you stretch out your hair. You can use box braids and just comb it out and your hair will be stretched, or you can just use twist and your hair will still be stretched and good to go. When you work with stretched hair or hair that is detangled, it's going to be so much easier for you to manipulate when you're doing your protective style. And the last thing I want to emphasize when it comes to hair growth, and especially with your hair in box braids, is that even though your hair is in box braids, make sure to always wash your hair. After 2 weeks, shampoo your hair. You might not necessarily deep condition because your hair is in box braids, but shampoo it. Make sure that it's clean. Make sure that you're using a clarifying or moisturizing shampoo, a shampoo that is not stripping off your moisture. That's what I wanted to share with you guys before I put my hair into box braids. I am going to film a video showing you how I do my hair in box braids, but I just didn't want to put it in this video. I just want to share some of those tips because they have been really helpful for me in retaining length. So thank you so much guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not joined my family here on YouTube, I want you to go ahead and subscribe down below. Please like this video and share with your friends. Anyone who's interested in growing their hair like I do, you can just go ahead and subscribe to this channel, because I'm all about learning about caring for my hair but also growing my hair long. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.